As welcome back to my channel. As previously we have discussed about the basics related to electrical activities in different tissues of heart muscle and the action potential of contractile and conductive tissue. In this video we are going to discuss about the basics of ECG, how a galvanometer as a device catches the electrical activity of heart. So as we all know, ECG is called as the electrocardiogram, is based on the galvanometer, a device which is used to detect the electrical activity. And as we know, our whole body is made up of electrolyte and fluid, so it is conductive in nature. As heart has electrical activity, so it can be sensed through our outer body. As whole body is conductive, the electrical impulses are conducted by the fluid in the body. So these electrical activities are sensed by the galvanometer, which are represented on the paper. So the main and small basis of this process is based on the cell only. That is, every cell in a body has a cell membrane potential. Means every cell membrane consists a potential difference in it, which is caused by the difference in the concentration gradient of potassium and sodium ions, calcium ions, and other electrolyte also. Now when the membrane potential is changed due to the influx or efflux of the ions, which is called as the depolarization and repolarization, the galvanometer needles deflect, which deflects the galvanometer, and this deflection is being noted by the ECG machine, noted on a paper as a wave of polarization. These waves could be P wave, QRS complex, and T wave, which depicts the contraction of heart as ventricle systole, atrial diastole, and systole, whereas atrial diastole is not seen in ECG. Then also the whole diastole. Now how the cell membrane potential get disturbed as due to the repolarization and depolarization due to the influx of the ions as sodium ion inside the cell, which causes the depolarization, that is the sodium influx, and in depolarization, that is potassium efflux. Mainly, as broadly termed, that this process occur in the contractile tissue of heart, whereas in the conductive tissue the influx of the calcium occur in place of sodium ion. So this process, that is the depolarization, causes the contraction of heart, as the depolarization causes the movement of calcium ion inside, and the contraction occurs as like a skeletal muscle contracts, such that heart muscles also contract. Some mechanism is different, but although it is same. Hence we can say that contraction and depolarization are simultaneously, as depolarization reflects the contraction, and this depolarization is shown in the ECG machine. So this is also known as electromechanical coupling, as electrical part is the depolarization, whereas the contraction is the coupling part. Now the basic mechanism how the electrical activity is transmitted and collected by the ECG machine. Now let us assume a cardiac tissue from point A to point B. As SA node is producing the depolarization to different tissue, as a depolarizing wave reaches the part of this tissue at point A as a stimulus through the gap junctions present in between them. Depolarizing wave from A point to B point. So this depolarizing wave is depicted by a vector of positive from point A to point B, as like this. So Depolarization starts at point A, which further on proceeds to point B, leading to a depolarization wave, which is depicted by a vector. Now, such type of depolarizing wave from AV from assay node travels throughout the atria, leading to depolarization of each cell, which further leads to the atrial systole, which is the contraction of the atrial muscles, which can be represented by a B wave in the ECG, as this depolarization is depicted by the electrical activity known as the P wave in ECG. Now, as the whole tissue get depolarized, now repolarization occurs through the efflux of the potassium ion. In this, the last point to depolarize is the first point to the repolarize, and the first point to depolarize is the last point to repolarize. So a repolarization wave is also developed, which travel from point B to point A, which is depicted by a vector containing a minus sign. The depolarization wave travels throughout the atria, leading to the systole of atria, reaches the AV node. Now, as the atria fully get depolarized, which leads to the atrial systole, now the depolarizing wave proceeds further on towards the ventricle side. Now, as the atria and ventricular area are divided by a fibrous tissue between them, which act as an insulator, which does not allow the depolarizing wave to pass on. So, in between them, a special conductive tissue is present. Now, this conductive tissue is known as the AV node. AV node is very important in the functioning of the heart, because AV node provides the delay in depolarizing wave to reach from the atria to ventricle, because atria provides all its blood to the ventricle in the systole, and then ventricle provide all its blood to the systemic arteries and the pulmonary artery. Now, why this delay occur in AV node? It is because the AV node contains small cells with less number of cellular junction, which provide a delay, and also due to the difference in the action potential generation, as it is through the calcium ion. Now let us assume a ventricular tissue. As ventricular tissue is thicker, it provides more contraction, and it is distributed by the Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers are also the conducting fibers, which are faster type fibers, because they are like rod shape, having the more gap junctions, and simultaneously faster distribution of the depolarizing wave, which leads to the ventricular systole faster in less period of time, which leads to the more power in systole, as pump the blood to the larger extent. So ventricle tissues are thicker and having a special conductive tissue, Purkinje fibers, which allow them to push the blood with more force, with more contraction. Now, as the contraction is faster and more powerful, the vector made by them is also more powerful. Now, the depolarizing wave moves further to the base of the ventricle. Having a positive vector. Now, when the whole ventricle are depolarized, the deflection of the galvanometer get stopped. As the depolarizing wave reaches the ventricle, the galvanometer deflects, gives a positive deflection, whereas when whole the ventricle get depolarized, the galvanometer needles get stable at a point, which means no deflection is seen on the paper, having a As the ventricle get fully depolarized, now the time came for repolarization. For ventricle have forcefully contracted, now the time has came for the repolarization and for the diastole period. Now let us summarize all the vectors that we have discussed above and then correlate it with the heart activity and the paper reading. Now firstly, as the SA node produces the electrical impulses to the atria, the depolarizing wave is produced which travel through the atria, causing the atrial depolarization, which further on leads to the atrial systole as in mechanical activity. Now this depolarizing vector is small and weaker, so we represent it with a smaller vector in our left and downward side. This is the first vector. Now as further on the depolarizing wave reaches the AV node, as AV node provides a delay in transmission of the wave, so the vector made by them is very small, unable to detect this activity in the heart, so it is not represented on the. Now this depolarizing wave reaches the bundle of His, which divides into two portions. In the interventricular septum, now the interventricular septum are supplied by the left side of the fibers, now which depolarize the muscular septum of the interventricular, forming a positive vector towards the right and upper side. The second wave which is produced by the contraction of the interventricular septum, or we can say interventricular septum depolarizing wave. Now as the wave is being carried by the Purkinje fibers into the ventricle tissues, the Purkinje fibers as a fast conducting fibers make the ventricle to contract together simultaneously, producing a stronger depolarizing wave, which is represented collectively by a stronger positive vector, which depicts a more powerful contraction and a more powerful depolarizing wave, which is towards the left and downward side. Now the wave reaches to the basilar area at the fourth point, which is represented by the fourth point. This wave is toward the both side, towards the left and upper side, which is the basal area depolarization towards the upper and rightward. Now the depolarizing wave reaches the basal area, which is represented by a fourth number, and this wave creates a depolarization in the basal area, and the positive vector is towards the upward and rightward. Now let us summarize all the vectors. The first vector is the atrial depolarizing vector, which is towards the left and downward side. Then the second vector is interventricular vector, depolarizing vector, which is towards the right and upward side, right and upward side. Now the third ventricular depolarizing wave represent a vector towards the left and downward side. Now and the last, the basal area depolarization wave represent the vector towards the upward and rightward. We now apply the galvanometer to record this electrical activity of heart, and we connect a negative terminal on the right upper limb and the positive terminal to the left lower limb. As the body is conductive, these impulses are conducted at this point. Now the basic principle in this deflection is, if a positive wave of depolarizing wave, a positive depolarizing wave is towards the positive side of the galvanometer, that is positive terminal of galvanometer, a positive deflection is seen which is above the paper. And if a positive wave is towards the negative side, then a negative deflection is seen which is on the lower side. Simultaneously or respectively, if a negative wave is towards the negative side, it shows a positive deflection, and if a negative wave is towards the positive side, it shows a negative deflection. Here the side means the terminal of galvanometer. Now if we put a ink on the galvanometer needle and a paper also to mark the reading, as the first activity of heart start, the assay node produces the depolarizing wave towards the atria. The atria get depolarized, producing a positive small vector represented by a P wave, which is the first vector represented by the P wave. Now as the whole atria is being depolarized, there is no deflection in the galvanometer. As the wave reaches the atrioventricular septum, which is a fibrous tissue, as an insulator, it does not provide the movement of wave towards the ventricle side. Now a window is present which is called as the AV node, which provide a delay also. Now further on, the wave reaches the interventricular septum, which get depolarized, and the wave is present, a positive wave is present towards the right and upward direction, which is towards the negative side. A positive wave towards the negative side shows a negative deflection, a downward deflection, which is represented by the Q wave. Now the further on, the wave reaches the ventricles by the Purkinje fibers. As Purkinje fibers are fast conducting, the contraction is stronger and move fast, which is represented by the R wave, having a stronger positive vector on the positive terminal of the galvanometer, showing a positive deflection by the R wave. Now the depolarizing wave reaches the base of the ventricle, which is towards the right and upward direction, towards the negative terminal, and showing a negative deflection towards the downward side, represented by the S wave in the ECG. Now the whole depolarization of ventricle has happened. So there is no further on deflection of the needle of the galvanometer, which is represented by this line in the ECG. Now as the whole ventricle has been depolarized, now the point came of about the repolarization, that is the diastole of the ventricles. As we have already discussed that the last point to depolarized is the first point to repolarized, but in the ventricle there is a fast conducting fiber. Now the point came about the repolarization of the heart. In this repolarization, as the whole ventricle is being depolarized, no deflection, now cell get to the normal electrical potential or cell membrane potential and loses its ion, mainly potassium ion outside, creating a concentration gradient or electrical gradient. But the repolarization is simultaneously in all repolarization is simultaneously all together in the ventricle, which is represented by a negative vector. The base of the heart, a negative vector is being produced towards the SA node. As repolarization occurs through repolarizing wave towards the backside as right and upper side. Now the negative vector is towards the negative side, a positive deflection is seen, which is represented by the T wave.